Check, check. What's up, y'all? Welcome to the weekly look ahead for the week of August 11th. All right, it's weird because it's a Tuesday. Look, I get it. I know. Whatever. We're here. Hopefully you guys had a good weekend and a not crappy Monday, because Mondays. So at least there's that, I hope, for y'all's sake. A bit of a lighter schedule this week because next week is going to be chock full of stuff. And I'm really excited about next week. But I'm also kind of excited about this week. I mean, yeah. Not supposed to play favorites, but yeah. All right, let's get started, shall we? So, later on tonight, episode 147, I think it is, according to that. It says 147. This is part 2 of what really wasn't supposed to be a two-part, or wasn't planned. I shouldn't say wasn't supposed to be. Wasn't planned to be a two-part episode here with JT Bergstrom, Omni-gamer, but really, let's face it, he's a war gamer who plays other games. And we got recording last Tuesday because Tuesdays are podcast days now. And we got recording and we were going through what I call the front end of the show. Hey, what have we been playing? You know, what's on the shopping list? What have we acquired? You guys know, if you've listened to the podcast, you know the format, right? Although I did change something. I'll get back to that in a minute, though. So we started talking about games, and I thought when I get together with Rado, we talk a lot. This put that to shame. We talked about a lot of games. And the front end of the show ended up 3 hours talking about games. I mean, only talking about games. And obviously JT's background to give you guys some context and everything with that. I mean, we didn't count them all, but I want to say there were over 30 games that we talked about, some really in depth. For the front end, for it not being a review yet, the whole point was we were going to sit down and do a review of Clinic. It just went on, and it wasn't, I mean, I was entertained. I was part of the conversation, obviously, but it was us talking games for 3 hours. Nothing but games in JT's background, which I think he has a pretty fascinating background, to be honest with you. I think you guys are really going to enjoy that. So after it being like almost midnight and we still hadn't even gotten to Clinic, I was like, hold up, JT, how about we reconvene in a week and we actually do our review of Clinic? So that's what we're going to do tonight. So that means this week you guys are going to get the front end, or the part 1 of the episode later on this week. And then we're going to record it tonight. And then next week, you guys are actually going to get our in-depth review of Clinic Deluxe. So there you go. That's a very long way for me to explain it. But let's face it, I'm verbose. I don't self-edit, well, other than cussing. And I talk a lot. Deal with it, right? Yeah. So podcast. It's going to be a big one this week. Not on purpose. So enjoy. And if not, don't. All right, so that's what we have tonight. We're going to be recording the podcast later on this evening. Then, tomorrow, due to a internet outage on Saturday. Everything kind of got slid. And so the Wars of Marcus Aurelius was Saturday, went Sunday, and then Field Commander Rommel was Sunday, is now going to be Wednesday, August 12th. That's tomorrow. 1500 Eastern, that is 2100 CEST across the pond. It's another Field Commander game, and this is more my speed. This is, I'm not big on Napoleonics. Just that time period has never really drawn me in, but I love World War II. And let's face it, Rommel is a compelling figure, you know, Desert Fox and that whole deal. I think he was a genius of a commander. I mean, obviously Napoleon was as well, but you get the idea. So I'm really intrigued. I'm really excited. I'm looking over here because I actually have it out right here, getting ready for tomorrow. So looking forward to that. So join me for that. It's a solo playthrough, another DVG game. Looking forward to Field Commander Rommel. Then, I told you it's going to be a little bit lighter this week, but Thursday, I thought this would be fun. The folks over at WizKids Slash and Jeff Engelstein created Super Skill Pinball 4Cade. It's a roll-in right. And I looked over the rules. I'm going to do a print and play of it. I don't have a physical copy of it, but I'm going to have everybody print off their sheets at home. I will mention which board. I think we're just going to use the first board on this, and we're going to play collectively. It's going to be you, me, and Jess, and we'll see who does better. People seem to really be enjoying these whenever I do these, so let's go ahead and do that again. So that's what's going to be Thursday, August 13th, 1500, 2100 across the pond. I realize some people are going back to work, physically going back to work. They won't be able to join. You'll be able to play after the fact. But for those of y'all that are at home, maybe you can take a little bit of a break or break and play along. So hopefully that'll be good. All right, so join me for that. Then Friday, hey, you guys get the podcast. So it shows Clinic on there, but it's really not Clinic. It's going to be episode 146, 147, I forget which it is, part one of what would be Clinic, but it's just the front end that I mentioned earlier. So look for that on Friday over on your podcast feed, over on heavycardboard.com, yada, yada, yada. And then Friday night, an evening stream. It's been a while since we've done one of these. Friday, August 14th, 1900 Eastern, 0100 over in Europe. We're going to be doing a multiplayer playthrough of Tinner's Trail, one of my favorite Martin Wallace games. And I think this one gets not a lot of coverage. I mean, it's an older game, obviously, but still, this is really good. And I think folks are really going to enjoy this, and I think it's going to show well with the cameras, and there's no hidden info, so we're going to play it multiplayer. So join us for that, full teach, play, and discussion at 7 p.m. on Friday. And then, last but not least, you guys seem to really be enjoying the Girl Stampede, so Jess is going to get together with Ann Lozito of Twist Gaming and talk, hobby stuff. So check that out on Saturday at 3 p.m., 2100 across the pond. So there you go. That's this week. Like I said, next week's going to be chock full. Not like this isn't, mind you, but you get the idea. There's going to be some big stuff next week that I'm looking forward to as well. All right? Yes, Vincent, a couple of Gabby Gabs. That is us. So there you go. That's this week. So join me, let's see, I guess that's tomorrow, 3 p.m. for Rommel, Field Commander Rommel. Other than that, I'm going to go get ready for the podcast. I have some phone calls to make for the show and a bunch of emails to get to as well before getting to the podcast stuff. So looking forward to that, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care, be kind to one another, wear your masks, social distance, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody.